Yo, what's up YouTube? Edwin the Comic Jabroni coming at you. New comic book day. I just went inside the store and I picked up the comics that need to be picked up this week. And on top of that, I won the raffle at my store. Yo, so stay tuned. Find out what I picked up. Let's do some reviews and let's see what I won in the raffle from Heroes and Fantasies. I'll be back in 10 seconds, guys. Peace. Yo, welcome back YouTube. Like I said, Edwin the Comic Jabroni coming at you. Today was New Comic Book Day, August 7th of 2019. Went by my local comic shop. Had to pick up a few books, right? Because Wednesday is like Christmas, man. Every week, brand new stuff coming out. And I definitely had to go by and pick up some books. Some surprises. And some surprises for you guys that Edwin the Comic Jabroni didn't get. Stick around to the end of the episode as well, guys, because this week, Edwin the Comic Jabroni will be doing a giveaway. Let's call it my 700 subscriber, the month of August giveaway, guys. So stick around to the end to find out what's in the giveaway and what do you got to do to be entered in to win. And as you saw in my video at the beginning, that I actually won this month's raffle at Heroes and Fantasies. My LCS does a raffle every month. So if you're a subscriber and you have a pull list there and you grab the books every week from your pull box, you get entered into the raffle. And I actually won this month, guys. So what did I win? Let's go into that and then we're going to get into the comic book reviews. So let's get into what I won. So this month there was actually a Walking Dead bundle. First thing up is one of these little Walking Dead figures. This is really nice stuff. My son was, he saw it and he said, "Daddy, can I have this?" I said, "Yeah, son, you can have it tomorrow as soon as I record the video and show it off." So, won this Walking Dead. Also got this Walking Dead Tac Dex Power Shifting Battle Card. Don't know really much about this, but I'm excited, to get into that. Also got this Walking Dead McFarlane figure. This is Dwight. And if I remember correctly, Dwight was one of Negan's lieutenants or something like that. So picked that up. Also got volume 1 of The Walking Dead. This is the trade. Super cool, as Perry likes to say. Super cool to get that. And the big one, this is a book that I did not have in my Walking Dead collection, which isn't much. But it is Walking Dead issue number 100. And this is the first appearance of Negan and the death, spoiler alert, this is the death of Glenn. So, really excited, really happy to get that. But, guys, enough of that. Let's get into the comic book reviews. Alright guys, so we're going to start off with Independence, alright? The first book up on the independent list, we got Berserker Unbound from Dark Horse Comics. This is written by Jeff Lemire. The inside is actually drawn by Mike Deodato, but I got the B cover done by Mike Mignola, of Hellboy fame. And if you guys didn't know, I actually did a Hellboy Arcs and Minis episode. I'm going to go ahead and put that right up there for you guys, so go check that out, man. I talk about a Hellboy story. So, Berserker Unbound, this is issue 1 of a 4-part miniseries, and it really is kind of like Conan, not wannabe, but it's kind of like Conan, right? So this guy, this berserker, he's living in this olden times with barbarians and stuff of that nature, but he gets into some magic and gets teleported to it looked like a sacred ritual area where there were these different symbols. And he actually just walks into one of the symbols. It gives him the opportunity to walk into whatever symbol, and I think these symbols are a different place and time that he could have gone to. And he didn't know any better. In the story, you find out that his wife and his kid had just recently been murdered, and he goes and kills the people that had killed his family, and he goes berserk. And it's a really good story, and I can't wait to read the rest of it, man. He finds himself at the end of this issue, and it looks like New York City. I could be wrong. It just looks like it's the present. So, excited to find out what's going on with the Berserker Unbound. Next up on the list, guys, from Red 5 Comics, we've got The Dark Age. Now, I know this was a book that came out on Free Comic Book Day, and I think it kind of gave you just a little bit of what the book's really going to be about. But what can I say about Dark Age? I really enjoyed it. I liked reading it. This book is set in the present, and it is as if our world didn't have metal. In the story, very beginning, you see this family, they're in a diner having a great time, and then anything metal around them starts just disintegrating. So all metal in the world has disintegrated, and they are left in a dark age. Then you fast forward 10, 15 years, you fast forward, and now you see that same family, and what they're going through, the struggles, and how now it's not the United States of America, but it's the United States of Canada. And then you have this free nation, which they look like they're Native Americans. And kind of a post-apocalyptic, but it didn't look to be like Walking Dead, where people were just killing each other and this and that. It looks like a very interesting story going on. I will be picking up issue number 2 to see what's going on. I'm interested to see what are these people doing now that there is no metal, because it looks like there's military. There's this new military group that might be going up to Canada to try to take back over. Don't know exactly what's going on, but Dark Age, guys, it's really good. Next up on the independents, an Image book. Although I've gone out on record and said I don't believe Image is really an indie anymore, but we're going to keep it in the indies anyways. It's going to be Sea of Stars number 2, written by Jason Aaron. This story got me. I'm absolutely loving this whole space-time travel. The son and the father have been split because they were on this spaceship, and something crashed into the spaceship, and the son went off this way and the father went off this way. So now the son is he's off with this it's like a monkey and I don't know, some space whale or something, and then the father is trying to get to his son, but he's on his last legs, right? This suit that he has, the life support is dying on him, the oxygen is about to deplete, he has no more power, so he's trying to go to his son, he's trying to figure out what can he do, and he finds a derelict spaceship out there. Really good. So first issue, it was more of a story of the son and where the son went off to, but the second issue is the story of what's going on with the father, what happened after the spaceship got destroyed. All right, really great. I'm hoping you guys are picking up Sea of Stars. I really can see this. I can see Sea of Stars being a movie or a TV show. Hasn't been optioned, none of that craziness, but it is that good of a story, guys. All right, next up, this is a book from Image that Perry Comics actually put me on. And it is Coffin Bound, issue number 1. Image does this all the time. They push out a bunch of number 1s. They're just throwing stuff up against the wall and seeing what sticks. And I'm going to tell you the truth, I don't think Coffin Bound is going to stick. And I'm going to tell you why. Reading this felt like you needed a greater than college reading level. I mean, I had to look up some words in this, and I feel like I'm not a dummy, right? But damn, this was a super hard book to read, and it just made it unenjoyable for me. I had to go back and read, and then I'd get through a few panels, and then I'd have to go back and read because maybe I just didn't understand what they were saying. And it's really, the wording is really flowy, kind of poetry-like. I'm not a fan, guys. I wasn't a fan. And the story it's not even really that great. This woman right here, Izzy or Lizzie or something like that, she's had kind of like a bounty put on her. But instead of having a bunch of guys go out there to kill her, there's one thing that's out to kill her, and it is called the Earth Eater. And once the bounty has been placed on your head by this Earth Eater, it will not stop until it has killed you. So what is she doing? She is trying to cover her tracks, and she goes into this, into whatever world they're in. I don't even think it's Earth. And she is going to destroy anything that she has ever touched in her life and kill anything out there that she has ever been around. If the wording was better, maybe I would like it a little bit more. I'd enjoy it a little bit more. But it just wasn't for me, guys. I won't be picking up issue number 2. I'll be passing on it. Here's one that I'm definitely going to be buying more of. Another Image, Die issue number 6. Took a while, took a few months for them to get back into another story arc, but this picks up exactly where we left off with the last story arc. They defeated the Grand Master. Now they've got him in captivity, but they're stuck in this kingdom and they're trying to get out. But there is this Prussian army that has surrounded the city and they can't get out, but they're trying to get to another town. And they're trying to get back to their world, right? Because they're stuck in this Jumanji-like D&D world that has been set up by the Grandmaster. So this issue actually dives deeper into one of the characters. And you find out more about her backstory, how she was a game developer, and how she kind of sees the world here in this Jumanji world as one of the games that she's developed. It's a really good, it's a touching story. I'm loving where they're going with this die, and I hope it doesn't stop anytime soon. What I really like about it is they have created this die into an RPG on the computer that you can actually go and play with you and a few friends. They talk about it at the very end, diecomic.com/RPG. And in there, you can download the manual for how to play the game, and you can download the papers on setting up your characters, and you can actually play in the world of Die. So there you go, guys. Go check it out. All right, we're going to move into Marvel. I only picked up 3 issues from Marvel, and one of them is actually not the big book that everybody's been talking about, guys. Let's go. First up, Immortal Hulk, number 22. This kind of picks up where we left off before. General 14, he had picked up that Abomination, like the Abomination armor, and he's in it. You also get a lot of Joe Fixit, right? They have him, Bruce Banner, and they've got Rick Jones there, who's really depleted and almost on his deathbed. They're trying to figure out where General 14 and the rest of his shadow base is at. But on top of that, you got Alpha Flight out in space trying to figure out where both of them are, right? Where's the Hulk and where's this shadow base? It's kind of a filler issue. You don't see much action, but it sets up the next issue perfectly because you can definitely tell they have figured out where the shadow base is at and they're on their way and the Hulk is ready to smash. So I can say, it's still, Immortal Hulk is still one of the best reads in Marvel, and I cannot wait to read the next issue, guys. Next up, picked up Savage Avengers number 4. This is the B cover that was sold out on Midtown, guys. It is the Gerardo Zaffino cover. I think that's how you say it. I apologize if it's not. I love this old school feel to this cover with Conan and Wolverine. This issue, you finally get the Savage Avengers together, right? You got the Punisher, you got Elektra, you got Wolverine, you got the Dr. Voodoo, and you finally see the appearance of this Savage Venom, right? He has turned into this huge dragon-like creature. They're back in New York City. They're trying to kill this wizard that has brought back this demigod, what's the name? Gorath or Kolath or something like that. A lot of action, a lot of blood, a lot of guts. If that's what you're into, guys, Savage Avengers is definitely the book for you. Conan has the black sword, and I don't know if it's the Necro sword, but it is a sword that has like some symbiote on it. Venom's trying to get it back. The last panel where you see all of the Savage Avengers together and ready to go out and do some killing. It's a great. I'm loving this story. I'm loving Savage Avengers, guys. So I've got one book left, and it's either between House of X 2 or Absolute Carnage number 1. And I picked House of X number 2, guys. I didn't pick up Absolute Carnage number 1. I think the hype behind it was just too great. But everything I saw today said it was a great issue. Now, I don't know if it's because people were just fawning over Donny Cates, which he's been really great, or people just really love Carnage. I'm not the biggest Carnage fan, so I put it in my pull box. If I read some reviews and I watch some of you guys' videos and you tell me it's great, I'll pick it up next week. But this week I picked up House of X number 2, guys. This book gave me goosebumps when I read it. I read it, I walked over to my wife in the other room and I said, babe, I think I just read one of the greatest X-Men books I've ever read in my life. And you guys might think I'm joking, but this book took a character that was kind of an afterthought, right? Moira McTaggart, and they made her a vital part of every single storyline in X-Men you've ever read, right? That 90s TV, that 90s cartoon, vital part. They made it in this. The Age of Apocalypse, she was a vital part of it. Magneto becoming the great supreme leader of the mutants, she's a vital part in it. I mean, everything you've ever known about the X-Men is touched on in this book and makes Moira McTaggart a vital part. I mean, just essential to the story. I am absolutely loving where Hickman, I apologize, where Hickman is going with House of X, and I can't wait to read more, guys. You know, House of X, you got 6 issues. Powers of X, you got 6 issues. They're bleeding into each other. You see some of the parts in this book that you saw in Powers of X as far as Moira McTaggart and Professor Xavier talking to each other. Guys, go pick up House of X. You're going to enjoy it. DC. First book up, Batman 76. Written by Tom King. Now, if you remember, when issue 75 came out, I said, damn, it was great. Tom King, you pulled me back into Batman. I'm ready for City of Bane. I'm ready. And then you drop the ball, I think, on 76. Not as good. You get some action. You get Gotham Girl, Robin-ish, whatever she is. She fights Captain Atom, beats the crap out of him. You get the Flashpoint Batman fighting Kite Man, which you might laugh, but he's one of my favorite Batman villains. I just think he's hilarious. But you get him fighting Kite Man, you get him fighting Scarecrow. Then you get Catwoman and Batman in Paris, but they were just in the Himalayas in the issue before. There's too much, man. Tom King, stick to one story, maybe 2, but he's breaking things up so much that it's incoherent and it's hard to follow. I really want to know what's going on with City of Bane, guys. I really do. But I'm ready for Tom King's run on Batman to finish. So I'm going to continue with City of Bane. I'm going to give it one more issue. And if that issue does the same thing that this one did, guys, I'm probably going to be done with Batman until Tom King's off. Tom King has written other stuff that have been great, but I just don't think he's putting in the effort on Batman, guys. So I would skip Batman if I were you. I would just wait to pick up City of Bane in a trade. Yo, next up, we got a Batman book that is definitely great, and that is Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 4 of series number 3. Guys, and this is the Eastman cover. I've been loving the Eastman covers. I think the artwork on there is amazing, and the color work is beautiful. But this, we're still in that multiverse. And this really reminds me of House of M. If you guys ever read House of M, you know that they were in an alternate reality where the heroes didn't know their past selves. But it took one girl to touch some of them, or touch their minds, and then they remembered their whole past selves. That's what this is right here. You got Batman finally remembering, right? You got the Turtles remembering what's going on, and they're working with the Shredder to take out the Laughing Man, because the Laughing Man is kind of a fusion between Joker and Shredder. But Shredder's in here. And then they're trying to get to the Joker, or to the Laughing Man, to make him remember who he is. But the Laughing Man has joined up with Krang, and Krang gave him a mother box that can summon the all-powerful Technodrome, right? So you're getting the combination of DC and the Turtle world together. I'm loving it, guys. The ending is incredible. I'm not gonna tell you, if we do see the Joker or what happens, but it leaves us on a cliffhanger. Batman Turtles, I've been talking about it for a while, guys. It's great. Next up, Justice League 29. I grabbed the A cover, wasn't a fan of the B cover. But if you've been sleeping on Justice League and you want to jumping on, right? You want to jump in, this is the issue to do it. Because this is a retrospective on everything that's been going on with the Justice League and DC and the whole year the villain. This is a story told by Starro, or how they call him in here, Jarro. This is a story of everything that has transpired from Dark Knight's Metal all the way up until right now. Okay, so you get Dark Knight's Metal. He kind of tells you about what happened there, tells you about the No Justice and how they broke the Source Wall and how they had to fix it, and that Lex Luger has Perpetua. It's a lot. But if you want to jump in, guys, this is the perfect issue to do it because it fills in all the gaps. I love Justice League. I dig what they are doing with this. I know Scott Snyder's writing it, but I think this issue right here, James Tynion IV came on because it has a lot to do with the Legion of Doom as well. And anytime you get a Legion of Doom issue, you get a lot of Tynion in there. Really great issue. I can't wait to continue on with this Year of the Villain, man. Lex Luthor got something up his sleeve. Can't wait to see what it is. And the last book up from DC, it's gonna be Deceased, issue number 4. And I picked up the horror homage. And you know, I'm a huge Joker fan, so I had to get this cover too. Wasn't the biggest fan of this horror movie cover. You know, Final Destination, it was a good movie. Just, I don't know, the artwork. But the inside, oh man, this world, it's not zombies. They give them a name in this, and they tell you what's going on. Cyborg comes in. And there is such a cliffhanger at the end of this issue that when I read it, I was so pissed that I didn't have issue number 5 to read. I need to know what's going on. Superman, Wonder Woman, they fly out to go save Captain Atom, who you know is like a nuclear superhero, right? He can blow up and destroy everything. But he's been touched by this bug that has everybody going out to kill. And he's about to go nuclear. He's about to blow. Superman, Wonder Woman go out to fly to go get him and take him out to space. And something happens, guys. And I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to tell you. But you also find out why Superman hasn't been touched by this bug that everybody else is because he's been using his X-ray vision. As soon as he found out what was going on, he has been using his X-ray vision from then on out. Now, I don't know how that plays into why I don't get it. Maybe you can't see screens, right? You can't see screens through the X-ray vision. But I like it. I like this. You only got 2 issues left. I want to know where they go from here. It is an Elseworld story. This doesn't have anything to do with any of the other DC. It's just a great Elseworld story, guys. That's it from DC. Let's get into the giveaway. All right, guys. So this month, for the giveaway, 700 subscribers in the month of August giveaway. I'm going to do 2 weeks. I'm going to give you 2 weeks. And all you got to do is real simple. Like, be subscribed, and then comment on the video. Now I'm going to ask a question, though. As you guys can tell, I've been putting a lot of old school 8-bit retro video game music into these pickup reviews. And any video I do, I like the sound of that music, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. So what was your favorite game growing up that was an NES or 8-bit game that I can get the song or the music to and place it in one of my videos, guys? If you want to answer it, that's cool. If not, in the comments just say, I want in. But what do you want in on? As you saw earlier in the video, I picked up, or I won the Walking Dead figure of Dwight and this Tac Dex Battle Cards game. So this month's giveaway is going to be these 2, along with the Walmart Black Cat #1. This book saw a lot of heat a few weeks ago, and I found one at Walmart. I found a couple of them, so I want to give one back to the community. So I'm going to do 2 weeks, guys, on this video. Just make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, like the video, and then comment down below. What was your favorite 8-bit retro video game music that I can use in my videos? Or just say, I want in, guys. I'm Edwin the Comic Jabroni. Thanks for watching the videos as always, guys. I appreciate all of my subscribers and anybody that watches, comments, and likes on the videos, guys. If this is your first time watching, hey, if you want in on the video, you gotta hit that subscribe button. So until next time, take it easy. I'm Edwin the Comic Jabroni. Peace.